We've got a single CPU, floppy, a CD, and one network adapter. We've got a SCSI controller and only one hard disk. So we need to add a second hard disk in there. So let's add one now. Okay, so we've obviously already got the installation of the operating system completed here, but we do need to just configure that second hard disk. So let's just go to computer management, and then disk management. So now we've been through the sequencing process, let's do a sequence for real. If you're following with your own sequencer, then you should start it up now. You'll need your 64-bit sequencer because we're going to sequence the 64-bit version of WinRAR. So I've powered on the sequencer since I took the snapshot, and I'm RDPing into it here. First of all, we need to prepare, so I'll put the installation program for WinRAR onto our local machine. So here's the WinRAR installation program. I'll copy that and I'll put it onto the C drive because it was started after we started SystemGuard. So when we stopped monitoring, SystemGuard closed and automatically closed the command window. In this case, we'll just click Next and we'll get to the Configure Applications phase. So in this phase, we need to make sure that any of the applications that we're not going to be publishing to our users, we get rid of straight away. There's no point in having those there, so we just right-click and remove any of the ones that we don't want. WinRAR Help, the users can access from the application anyway, so I'll just remove that. Great, so now we're left with the actual applications that we want to use and publish to our users. First thing to do is just right-click on the WinRAR and do Edit, and you can see there the full path to the executable file. If there were parameters, they'd also be in there. You can see the icon, the name, and the version. If this application is going to be upgraded during its life, then I would suggest that maybe you didn't use that because it would come out of date very, very quickly. Typically, I just substitute that with a 1. In this case, though, because this is a very simple application, and it won't be upgraded over time, if I wanted to resequence WinRAR or a different version of it, I would do a completely new sequence. In the OSD file name, this OSD here, the default, has given us a space inside the OSD file name. Best practice here, Microsoft best practice, is to not have any spaces, so I'm going to substitute that with an underscore and save.